Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you are having a great one out there. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. It's a good time. I hope so. Today we're going to listen to the Sundays. Wild Horses is a track we're covering. This is going to be off of their album Blind, released 1992. This would be their second studio album. We're listening to this track because it was suggested and sponsored by Music Addict. So Music Addict, thank you so much for the recommendation and for the support. We had just listened, or at least I just listened to it, to the Rolling Stones version. And now we're going to appropriately listen to the Sundays version. That way we have a nice comparison. And for myself, it's fresh in my mind as well to do so. I have it pulled up. It is the final track on the album, closing it out. So let's go ahead and give it a listen. We'll discuss it a bit after. Here we go.
Is easy to do. The things that you wanted, bought them for you. Christmas lady, you know who I am.
I love the dreaminess surrounding the guitar.
Wild horses, can it drag me away? Wild horses,
I love the sound of the voice.
can it drag me away? What's to suffer? A dull ache and pain. Now you decided just to show me the same. No sweeping exit. Oh, stage lights can make me feel bitter, or treat you unkind. Wild horses,
I love the way she sings it.
can it drag me away? Wild, wild horses, can it drag me away?
She calmed it down there. Okay, very much keeping the spirit of the song, very much keeping really the backbone and even much of the musical flesh of the original, and just adding the Sundays dreamy touch into the music. Harriet, of course, like I love her singing, I love her voice. Let me get it out the way. I prefer the Sundays version just because I really like their sound. The Rolling Stones, amazing. But if I'm going to choose a personal preference, I just like the dreaminess, the etherealness, the guitars, the way they bring that into the music while still keeping the same. That's personal preference, although I don't think that you can go wrong either way. You choose a direction, no one's going to give you a funny eye whatsoever. I just think that like the way that these Sundays interpret it adds this kind of this very like misty, hazy, like romantic laden fog over the music. Like for example, it's a super small thing, but the way that Harriet enters and when she says wild horses, just the W consonant. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but something about it. I love the way that she begins her delivery of that. I love at the end adding in the harmonies, overdubbing with the ooh, just those vocals, just like a gentle wind coming through the forest. There's just something about it. Absent in this version are drums, of which, of course, you have Charlie Watts on the original playing, but not that there's a lot of drums in the original, but, they are missing. But what you get made up for is a little bit of more tranquil atmosphere. And it's not like overdone as well. The song originally is already relatively simplistic, at least in its straightforward nature. There's no frills, nothing crazy going on, no big electric guitar solos or big drum fills to lead you into big sections, nothing like that. The message is clear and the direction of the music is clear. I think the Sundays do a great job of interpreting that, bringing it down slightly even lower with the drums absent and just letting those melodies muse and speak for themselves. I also really like in here, what I was going to say, it's either the bass playing higher notes or just another guitar in the back. But there's another line that's kind of playing off of two notes, and it reminds me of The Cure. It sounds like something that they would come up with there in the back. But yeah, that's what I think. The lyrics are the same, so we're not going to go over those again. But staying on the Wikipedia page for this version, it says they recorded their song, of course, in '92. Released as a B-side to the UK single version of Goodbye, and of course off of this album. It was later released as a promotional single as well. It says this version of the song was memorably used in the thriller Fear with Reese Witherspoon and Mark Wahlberg. Never heard of them. Although I do think it's funny how both their names are food related. Witherspoon, obviously, and then Mark Wahlberg with his Wahlburgers. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Let's see. And later in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode, The Prom, in which Buffy dances with Angel. Never watched a single episode or even a scene of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, although there's a part of me that has wanted to watch it just for the cultural knowledge, just for the pop culture of it. I have been, actually yesterday, I went back and I started rewatching Xena, a Warrior Princess. I used to watch that show all the time. I thought it was so cool. I love like mythology and that kind of television and movies, and so I just started watching it again. I already went past the first season, or through it rather. Listen, when you have a newborn, you just put on TV. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of it, of course, in the comments down below. Let me know if you have a version that you prefer out of the two. Music Addict, thank you so much once again for the sponsorship and the support. I really do appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I will see you all tomorrow.